All right, welcome back. Now we're still a fight and a half away, something like that. About 4 rounds away from, and a bunch of commercials, from Jillian Robertson against Amanda Lemos. But I had to talk about this fight. The other fight, the bantamweight bout, is a lot easier to go over. It was just a destruction. But this one, it wasn't really a destruction. It was just not the fight I expected to see at all. Now, I don't know if y'all remember my takes on Piera Rodríguez in the past. It was that nothing about her was special. Like, nothing stood out to me. I clearly remember talking about her like that. Like, man, I'm sorry. I don't see nothing special about this chick. Nothing stands out. She looked clumsy to me a little bit and kind of off, And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not impressed. I've never been impressed. Never been impressed with Piera Rodríguez. So, and of course, Sam's been around for a while. So I expected a low-level, unranked type of fight where, they're going back and forth, and I'm thinking Sam would probably win. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't she win the first fight? She won the first one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm leaning towards Sam. But I at least expected to see a competitive, like, back and forth fight. I don't think this was really that type of fight. Sam landed. Okay, let me say this. Piera Rodríguez, it felt like this was the first time I watched her. I don't know what I was looking at. I don't know what I've been looking at. But this feels like the first time I've watched her. Listen, man. She got a unique offense. Those elbows, and I don't know why I've never noticed them. Them chopping elbows. She was killing Sam. Like, for a moment, in points of the fight, I was feeling like Sam was out of her league. Like, well, like, Sam, what is she doing in here with this chick? Rodríguez was looking kind of scary at moments in there. I don't know why I've never noticed it. I've never been impressed with it. Maybe it's the result of her doing it for a long time. And, it eventually got my attention. But I've never noticed how efficient her offense is. And she dominated most of the exchanges. The majority of the exchanges, it looked like Piera dominated. She kept catching Sam with shots. Every time, I'm like, almost every exchange, she kept catching Sam with shots. And Rodríguez looked comfortable with Sam's shots, what was coming back at her. And I don't know, man. Listen, by the second round, I killed the volume because I couldn't find the Portuguese version of the fight. I killed the volume. By the second round, my neighbors could hear me because I'm like, jeez, this girl, Piera Rodríguez, if you haven't taken the time to watch her fight, and if you haven't watched this fight, watch this fight. Watch this fight. By the second round, end of the second round, I'm like, what? This chick just jumped out of the Matrix. I've never even... Okay, so she's got through to me with this fight. Never saw nothing. And what I'm saying is, I'm not going to miss her fights. I'm not going to miss her fights. She has a wicked offense on her feet. And it seems like kind of rare for women to be that confident in their stand-up. Like, she comes at you. You know, Sam was looking overpowered. She was looking overpowered and overwhelmed. And maybe it was the expectation, my expectations going into it, but I did not expect it. Sam is strong, man. She's resilient. Sam is resilient, strong, very experienced. And you look at her training videos, Sam looks strong. She really looked like she's in the best shape of her life. Or I don't expect to see her muscled around, put it like that, or bullied. Man, she was getting bullied in there. Piera was coming at her like a Joe Frazier or something. And the thing is, okay, yes, that's exactly what it is. She reminded me of Joe Frazier with those hooks. But she was doing something Joe Frazier wasn't doing. She throwing elbows in there, like with chopping elbows along with the hooks. It's like, geez. You don't really see chicks throwing offense like that. You don't, man. Most of them throw their fists. You know, they're hyper-focused on throwing their fists. Now think about it. Isn't that what makes a lot of fighters unique? Like Loma. Think about how Loma attacks fighters. And it gets a lot of reactions from the crowd. It's because she's using those elbows, man. Them chopping elbows and stuff like that. You don't really see girls throwing strikes like that. So if nothing else to look for how this chick throws those flipping elbows. I thought it looked like wicked to me tonight. Like I said, it felt like the first time I've ever watched her. Never been impressed with this chick. But that fight, man, jeez. Don't go back in there with her, Sam. And I wouldn't say that about no other Sam opponent. I was feeling scared for Sam in there. Straight up and down, man. I'm like, whoa. I was looking at it like, can Sam survive this broad? Can she survive these attacks? Jeez. And she's, by the second round, I swear it, go watch this fight. This Rodríguez chick marching her down like a dude. Like, you don't have nothing for me. And just busting Sam up. I'm like, oh, snap. Sam. I'm like, get out of there, Sam. Get a paycheck on some other night, girl. Jeez. Okay, so Piera Rodríguez, if you've heard my content, you heard me critical of your style, man, I take it all back now. I see what the hype was about. Okay, I see why the UFC signed her. And listen, man, I don't anoint that many girls with compliments like that. But man, she sold me tonight. Because I'm like, geez, Sam. All right. I will talk about the other fight later and the upcoming fight later as well. Let's get back to this card.